Right, good morning everybody. This is a video to showcase our village that we made this year for inquiry. Some of our big learning intentions, we're learning about different materials for different jobs, learning how to plan for an outcome, learning about compass directions, and also learning about sharing, taking turns and teamwork.
This is Mr. Collins' house, and it's he built this house to show us like how to make a house.
So this was the house I built as a model, and we talked a lot about all the different building materials. It's one of the first things that we did was showcasing my house, and then the different teams had to go and make their own houses. Now we've developed, by the end of the term, an entire village with our houses, our team houses, but also a series of community projects. Right in front of us is one of the community projects. The outcome for this is it had to be something that benefited the whole community. What can you tell us about this?
It's a monorail. We use it to get all around the community projects very fast.
So the monorail stretches around the entire village, and we'll have a bit of a look at that later. But right now,
this is our restaurant, and what team built it? We built it so we could eat together.
when we were building all of our great creations, we needed to have lots of different materials. This is somewhere where you could come to get them.
Well, this is the general store, and you can see there's lots of chests, and in these chests there's lots of wood and tools and light bulbs and that.
So each team was responsible for making lists of the equipment they needed. They had to take just enough, and as you can see from the sign, please take only what you need, think about others. Thinking how you affect others was a big part of our learning this term. As we come down our pathway here, you can see Violet Team's house over here, but also you can see this is one of our community projects. Can you tell us about this?
This is our school. We made it so kids or families could learn here. And this is one of the classrooms. And under here is the aquarium so kids can learn.
Okay, and on top here, they've also built a little tree house so the kids can have fun at the same time. Okay, coming out of our classrooms and our aquarium, we come to a little fishing hole. Okay, and once again, it's about putting the rods back and thinking about how you affect other people.
Here's our board, and you can get a fishing rod from a chest. And then you put it in, and then you go fishing, and you can throw it, and you might catch a fish. And you can cook anything.
And so again, remembering to put things back, really thinking about the people that are coming up behind you that might want to turn as well. So again, it's that thinking about how you affect others. As we get over here, another one of our community projects was the plantation.
This is our plantation, and these are all our different types of crops.
Okay, going back across our fishing wharf, we can see one of the exciting community projects there. Let's go have a look at that. As we come around here, we can see part of Violet Team's house. They've constructed a waterfall on the side. Each team member had to contribute a different idea for something to make their house special. Lots of teamwork going into these projects. Okay. long, long way to the top. Okay, so from up here we've got a really good view of the village. One thing we can see down here is a huge construction in the middle, which is our compass.
And that's our compass, and it helps. It goes north, east, south, and west, and it helps us in case we go a bit far away. We can look at it and know which way we're gonna go and look.
So learning compass directions for our geometry unit was one thing we managed to integrate in here. We also managed to integrate a lot of our writing by writing our instructional writing about how to build different objects. Let's take the plunge. Okay. So as we dry off, we do have some change rooms over there that they've built. So let's take a look around one of the other community projects. So as we come around the side here, we can see a lot of trees all in a row, and this was one of our first projects we built. We touched upon the idea of sustainability with this small project. We needed a lot of wood for our building, so we managed to get into a bit of sustainability as we made a renewable forest.
We built lots of plants to grow trees, and if you chop a tree down, place a new one.
Okay. Just next to the renewable forest here, we can see we've got one of the team houses. Mighty 4-story building here.
And inside here we have the kitchen, and here all down in the basement. And up here is a couch and a big room. And up here is buildings.
So each of the teams had success criteria for their buildings. They had to use at least 4 different kinds of building materials, and they all had to come up with at least one individual idea that they can employ in their house. They also have little gardens outside their house. We had to talk about the different materials. Originally, some of these groups put materials that were too heavy, that had to be exchanged for materials that were lighter and more practical. Over here is our monorail station. This is our storage room.
So this is our storage room, and there's all different teams, and you can store lots of stuff in it.
Okay, we also had a furnace room here. We learnt some basics of smelting, and what was really handy in the game was that it has the same concept. The iron ore can be smelted into iron, which can be used to make different tools, just like in real life. So there's a lot of good learning that went on when it came to the smelting. This was the observation tower that a group built right at the start of our unit, so we could get a good grasp of where we were. We're going to come around here now to something we didn't have to use too much, but it was something that we talked about a lot at the start, about thinking about how you affect others, was jail. And in here we developed our own law of the land, how to treat each other and how we want to be treated. We didn't have too many people go to jail. We were quite lucky there. Okay. Coming around the back now. We had teams racing Rocket House. They've got a flourishing garden going. But as it's starting to get dark, we'll go and visit the farm. Maybe time to take a nap quickly though in red team's house. Okay, there's their lounge. Let's see if we can find a bedroom to take a nap in. Here we go. Ooh.
Good morning.
And back again. And this is Riverlee's bedroom, which she really enjoyed. So a lot of literacy going on in here. We had with signs and labelling, and mentioning that we also wrote down the instructions that we used for the different things we built. Okay, so on a bright sunny morning now, we're coming up to one of our community projects, which was our animal farm. Lots of lovely horses here. You'll be careful not to leave the gate open.
Well, as you can see, we've built a chicken farm, chicken group, and there's one pig and one chicken just got let out, and there's the cows, and as you can see, there is sheep and there was cows.
So taking care of each other and taking care of animals was something that we did bring into it, and we had some very strict rules that the children came up with themselves about how to treat animals throughout this unit, and it really did make a lot of people stop and think about how we treat animals and how we treat each other. As you can see, the houses are quite different. Green team went for more of a castle design, quite different from some of the other houses.
Well, this is Green Team's house, and we try to make it look like a castle, and underneath there is the house. If you go back down to the basement, there is some glowstone to light it up, and there's some bookshelves and frames.
Okay, this is another one of our renewable projects, renewable cactus farm. We're trying to get through that idea about taking and planting at the same time. Okay, this is our house they did a really good job in. This is Yellow Team's house, complete with their own little chicken coop outside. One of the things that we worked on this term also was learning for geometry about symmetry. You can see how Yellow Team has met one of their success criteria by having two sides of the building that are absolutely symmetrical. Minimalist approach for the girls here. They've also got a bit of a kitchen area, beds, and a really cool table. Designing furniture was something we really enjoyed doing this term, especially using it for our writing as well. Okay, we're going to take you over to the maze now. It's something that Josh's groups have built, and it's even quite a tricky puzzle just finding the maze. Show me how to find it, Josh. Hello. Another one of our community projects. And you can see up here that the monorail stitches all the way around the village. The farm. Go come past here we can see the giant compass that we made. Compass tricks, this is one of our learning focuses. What's nice about Minecraft is that the sun does rise in the east and sets in
Yes.
White team's house here, a good example of using different building materials for different things, and also you can see again those lines of symmetry on the house, which is one of their success criteria. Okay, as we take our final look around, a couple of things that one of the boys wanted to point out was
This log. Here's the first bedroom. It only has one bed in it. If we go up the ladder, there's another bedroom. And this one here has 3 bedrooms, 3 beds.
and we have another small building here.
This is the bookshop, and if you walk in there, if you walk up the stairs, there are books and all sorts of books. And if you want to buy a book, you take it to the counter.
Okay, as we come back to where we started at Mr. C Manor, looking over our wonderful village that we've made this term. It'd be quite sad to say goodbye to our village. A lot of learning and a lot of fun gone on. A couple of final comments about our Minecraft unit.
I like doing the community projects this term. I like doing the houses too. I like building stuff and have fun. I have learned how to lay a foundation. I learned how to plan an outcome.
So as we get dark, we'll take one final ride on the monorail around our little village. Take one final monorail trip around our village for what has been a interesting and enjoyable inquiry. Pumpkin Canyon, as the children called it down there, we fenced off at in the first week, where we had a lesson on identifying hazards. Someone else left a minecart on the track there, and this is the kind of thing that we've been coming across this term. And it has given us a really good forum for being able to talk about thinking about how you affect others, you know, the repercussions of things. Minecraft has come to a bit of a halt now due to someone leaving a minecart on the track, which is something we can have a chat about tomorrow.